everyone. It's Lulu. It is the middle of the night. I obviously, you probably noticed that, I didn't leave much of a day 12 video because it was really day 13, but I was a day behind. I was trying to catch up. So I just watched some Ellen. I wake up in the middle of the night. I'm an insomniac. I always have been. I sleep a couple hours at a time. So I watched an episode, a clip of Ellen DeGeneres show, which is like my biggest idol. And she was talking about scary dolls and how she loves to scare people. So I was just going to tell her just kind of an interesting fact about me. It's not interesting, but it's strange or scary. So the house I lived in while I was pregnant, before I moved here, somebody had killed themselves in the house. They had shot themselves with a shotgun in the living room. And I had some paranormal things take place in that house. And usually it was when I was by myself. And really crazy, unexplainable things. And so right now I'm in the room, of course, where my son's dad passed away. So he died in this room. We still live here. And I've been looking for houses to move to. And one of them that I had in mind, because my son goes to a private school, and it's a little distance from here, but it's a small area, so there's not a lot of selection. Somebody committed suicide in that house. So I'm like, what is up? Like, I have some clairvoyancy skills, and I'm an empath, and I don't know if I'm like drawn to these places. Well, of course not here where my soulmate passed away, but am I drawn to them for some reason to help them cross over? I don't know. I could think all night. It is the middle of the night. But I was going to show Ellen. I used to terrorize my son with this doll. Now, at one point I dated a guy who said that dolls were like empty vessels, and he did not like them. This doll, she was in the closet. This is my son's room. Both my sons share a room. Oh, okay. I took a picture. I thought I stopped it. This doll, her name is actually the same as mine. My real name. My aunt had her customized. Doesn't she look like me? I don't think she's supposed to look like me, but I mean, she has blonde hair, and it's, it's like curly. She's an old doll, but her name, she has a birth certificate with my name on it. And so I would keep her, like, actually a room I didn't want my son to go in ever, just because it was like washer and dryer and all these pipes and stuff were back there at my old house. A house that was probably 100 years old. So I'm sure somebody died in there, but I don't know about it. So, yeah, you guys know I have some depth perception issues. So I would keep her propped up, but I would put her up high, like up where he could see her in that room. There was like a place where you could hang your clothes, like from the washer and dryer, and I would keep her in there. So I just thought of that. And then I have this clown, which I'm not sure if it's in that closet. I think it is. I'm still scared of this clown to this day. It was my great-grandmother's, and my great-grandparents were Freemasons, okay? And this clown was hers. And I don't know how old it was. It couldn't have been that old because It had like a thing in it. You could put batteries and it would talk. I would laugh. But one time, when I first got it, it laughed and it had no batteries in it. But my mom said it was just like a sound of the voice box in it. That doesn't make much sense to me. So, my great grandmother though, her birthday is the same as my birthday. Like, we were born on the same day. I mean, obviously not the same day, but the same birthday. I'm gonna end up waking my son up. Trying to find I don't know where the clown is. I'll have to find the clown, but I'm just gonna show one here. But I found, you know, this is like an original Freemason. Well, my grandmother was the Order of the Eastern Star, which is the female, like the wives of the Freemasons. They were in that. And I saw some pretty chilling things at her house. And there were owls everywhere. And I just thought earlier about owls because they were always terrifying to me. And they always say they're connected to the Illuminati. But Illuminati. Like, for real. Did you guys ever think of that? Illuminati? Like, basically says owl. Okay, it is the middle of the night. So I have that creepy doll. I have this creepy doll house I bought that I'm going to make into the Addams Family house. It's like an old, it's 10 Waldos in the chimney, if you can see him. Where's Waldo, everyone? Where's Waldo? But I was going to redo this, and I had all this fabric and stuff, but it's just real rickety. I found it for like $10, and then I went to another shop, and I found a bigger one like it, but it had like a fuel station and stuff, but I wanted like $50, so I didn't buy it. But yeah, that doll, it's pretty scary. I mean, if you let it be. You see here. I know that clown's in there, but I gotta keep it hidden away. So then, my brother, not knowing that I'm not a fan of clowns. Well, this is an original painting though, so it's not really a clown, but he bought me this. It reminds me of the clown, but I'm terrified to throw either of them away for fear that they'll come back after me. So this clown, I even wrote a story about this clown in English literature when I was like in high school. But I kept it in my apartment and it was looking at me and I just left it there. Like, I can't throw it away, or the doll. So even though they're empty vessels, that's what they say anyways. I don't know. I have lots of interesting stories, but I thought I would share that with you guys in the middle of the night. At least I'm feeling better. Ellen, thank you for that, because you made me feel better. Because I was laughing so hard at the campaign about does Ellen smoke weed or not? Well, of course you eat gummies or edibles. I mean, that's probably irrelevant. That's probably, you know, a given, because doesn't everybody do that? Or have done it, but I don't see you as a smoker. I don't know, though. Like, Martha Stewart, I don't see her as a smoker, but she has to be around Snoop Dogg. I don't even know if they still have that show. But alright, you guys, let me get off here because it's the middle of the night. My Medusa hair is not too bad tonight. Sometimes it's just like all over the place. Ooh, I could be pretty creepy if you ran into me in the middle of the night. Alright, I love you, Ellen. Ellen, Eminem, and Lulu Love on your show one day. Have a good night. Thanks for the laughter, Ellen. You pull me out of my depression every time. I'm trying not to say that word, but it's really hard. Have a good one.